Okay. So, the nature of the raven explained. Its combination with Satan, and if you will just simply stop and look at imagery, every time they talk about death, there's a raven. Okay. Uh, when Abram, see, or Brahman, is about to sacrifice Isaac, the raven comes, which it anticipates the secondary collateral just inspection of the need for people to just seek, roam, devour, and search. The nitpicking, the eternal problem, okay? To find problems in everything. That's what they look for, right? If it's not wealthy or is not represent, if it looks lesser than them, despite their fruit, despite what they've done, good or you look at this. So at this point, Satan is represented and through Scripture as an opposer. But it's only a time and moment that is wrapped up in Scripture for that second. It's not continual, okay? Well, it is continual, but there are many poets and prophets who are talking about the idea, the methodology of Satan, and they get lost up in, and people get lost up in it, practically. But the idea where Abram is about to sacrifice his son, this is a story about you must pay it forward. Okay, does that help you out? Pay it forward. Do things simple, like sacrifice what you have to give to the next moment for people. This is a story that got just worn out of control. It's really basically just went insane. And that's what happened with Yesh. Same thing. You guys really need to calm down and start seeing this stuff. It's at this point, it's really dislocated from you. When they talk about Satan walks in heaven and God is talking to Satan, do you think God really hates Satan if God is talking to Satan? Just challenge Job, which is actually Asian, by the way. He's from, all the scriptures are from Eurasia, anyways. Do you think, due to this contrast of just consideration, can you get it? Can you get the method? Are we working? Are we tracking? Some of you don't get it. Many of you do get it, but some of you don't. That Scripture is only written in terms of philosophy, personified. And it's not a bad thing, for as long as you are kind. I don't give a crap what you believe in. Because the first laws in Eden were just be kind, be fruitful, and multiply, and don't eat from judgment. I don't care if you believe in a freaking spaghetti monster or a butt plug riding a unicorn. I really don't care. Nobody cares. Nothing cares. Matthew 7:12. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. What's it saying right here is that not everyone who calls upon Jesus, what we're meaning here is that not everyone who calls upon their idea of their religion shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven. What is the will of the Father? When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then he shall sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him he shall be he shall gather them as sheep, as a shepherd divided the sheep from the goats. He shall separate them one from another as a shepherd divides the sheep from the goats. Yeah, that's how it goes. He shall place the sheep on his right hand, but the goats upon the left. He shall say to the on the right, inherit the kingdom prepared for you for the foundation of this world, for I was hungry, and you gave me meat. You gave me drink. When I was in prison, you came to me. When I was sick, you visited me. So right here, it's already explaining that you shouldn't be religious for the understanding of your religious texts. Okay? It is basically excusing itself. Okay? What is being said here is deeply profound. And I'm afraid many people don't get it. They don't get this. You'll be turned away. You will be turned away. I don't care if you have 10,000 proselytizers, 10,000 praise teams, 10,000 members. That doesn't make you holy. You're looking at a person on the screen and you're believing that if you give God $5, He gives you $50. It's really asinine at this point. It's practically asinine. And you judge people by the outside of the cup and not the inside. So basically, most especially all Christian people are Pharisee. If you could reprogram and just use perspective here and see why things are written and see why it's, if you could, you would say, oh my God, I'm quite basically a judgmental jerk. That's it. Because you look, you would say, they would say to him, you sit with sinners and prostitutes. Well, what this is highlighting is that people look for the trouble in everyone. You're wrong, you're incorrect, you spelled that wrong, oh, you lost a comma there, and by the way, you're doing this. So what it's highlighting is the instigative factor in people that just want to argue. They want to hold their scriptures premium, but they don't get it. They don't get the message. They just want to get they just want the snake oil salesman. That's what's happened to you. You've been sold. You've been bought, and you've been bartered into this oh my God, my dears. Oh my God.